Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for our Sunday Coffee with Conti show. Getting started just a little bit differently with you guys. And I was thinking about, as we got started today, how we've gotten away from this, our Sunday format. It's Coffee with Conti and you guys and Corvette. Yeah, man, and this is not a prop. This is a real deal right now. I just want to sit and relax and have a Corvette conversation with you guys. I do have a clip to share with you as well, but just talk about things going on in my day, because my day, oh my gosh, my day is the Corvette marketplace. I am so thankful to be involved. I'm kind of right in the middle, sharing my stuff, your stories, the car, the changing marketplace, and maybe just possibly getting you ready to buy your first Corvette or maybe your fifth Corvette, whatever the case may be. At least you know what's going on. We don't do clickbait, no fluff. I know a lot of you guys watch my videos in its entirety. And I want to tell you something, it really means a lot, because I'll come here late in the evening, as we are now recording for today. And there's a lot of thought process that'll go into the clips that we share, the information that we share, the stuff that I say. So thank you. I appreciate that support so much. So let's have a conversation real quick. And then I do have a clip I want to share with you guys. I'm glad that he was able to send me some pictures that will allow me to complete the delivery clip. So Mark comes in from Minnesota later in today's show, and he picks up a 12 orange ZR1. And I teased this, I think, about a week ago. And he goes home to Minnesota to do something in his Corvette that I think 90% of you have never done in your Corvettes. Now, you've taken your cruises and you've done some racing and you've done the ice cream socials and you've done the caravans and all that kind of stuff. But this, I don't think you've ever done in your car. And then Mark sends me a picture of him doing this. And then right next to him is another Corvette doing the same thing. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. All right, so that's coming up in today's show. Conversation-wise, things going on. And one of the things in my head I was thinking about doing was stop doing the daily uploads. Yes, it's a lot of work. Thanks for your concern. Thanks for your support and watching a little bit something different each day on Corvette. Some a little longer, some a little shorter. And then I'm looking at just some immediate stuff that I haven't shared yet. And I'm like, okay, it's allowed me to catch up a little bit and share. Me sharing you guys and what is really going on in the marketplace has always been my goal of this channel. This is not about me. I'm excited to be a part of it. And I love just talking about this car and you. So I'm looking at some stuff coming up on the channel. So here's some notes for you to take, mental notes. You guys don't have to write this down. Greg in California, I'm going to send off his car, a C8 car, to California. And actually, we'll have a second video with Greg in California. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate him taking the time to do that. Chuck in Ohio just got a C8 car from us. And he and his dad back in C7, when it launched, they both got cars the same day. That was kind of cool. And this time around, Dad says, I'm not feeling the mid-engine. It ain't right. So Chuck buys a car without his dad knowing. And I got to follow up with him to see what happened, because Chuck was going to leave here, go home, and put that car in Dad's driveway and see when he's like, hey, wait a minute, there's a C8 there, and get the reaction from Dad. I know Chuck is really enjoying the car. I've got a nice young guy, very successful, working hard, and that's what, I don't care what your Corvette it is. I don't care if you buy a used 1980 or you're buying a 2020. Corvette is the reward vehicle for yourselves. It is so special. I don't want to preach. I don't need to tell you guys that. I'm sorry. That was stupid for me to go on that tangent. Anyways, it's Waylon here in Ohio, doing very well for himself. And when you guys are successful, I'm successful. So I love being a part of that. It's fantastic. That delivery clip is coming up. Tom here in Ohio took delivery of a nice red C8 Corvette. I want to show you that car. Beautiful spec. When we can feature these cars, especially at the infancy of the launch of C8, it does give you some ideas for those of you that are waiting in the wings to order your car. And you're like, well, maybe I should change that. Maybe I should add the red seat belts. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should change the seat. That's why I like sharing some of this stuff too, because it helps you make that final decisions in your car. So that's coming up. And then John, the beautiful call that, again, I told you guys, I felt bad that I recorded that and not telling him. But I don't know, sometimes I get these weird ideas on different stuff I want to share with you on the channel. And for some reason that morning, because now his car's built, and I knew that he knew, but I wanted to hear it from him that he knew his car was built. And then we went into the big conversation, and it was so complimentary to myself, talking about the marketplace, and you could hear his passion for Corvette, and that was the goal. And wow, what a great guy. So his car's here. held up in the recall. John will be taking delivery this week, so eventually we'll get his delivery clip up there for you guys. And then Kurt, what a fun guy, still yet to share his C7 orange convertible delivery. Had a lot of fun, although in that clip, I'm still wearing the mustache. You know what, I look back at some of these older clips and I got the mustache, I'm like, and I tortured myself for years that I didn't want to get rid of it, and it was just a real pain in the ass to take care of. Finally, I got rid of it, and I'm glad that I did. It's so easy now. But I look at those older clips, and I look really weird. I mean, I look like a goon. I don't know. I'm very uncomfortable with that. So I know some of you have made comments. Hey, bring back the stash. Not happening. It's not happening. I've also got a quick send-off for Mike in Virginia. Got a modded 08 Z06 from us. That's pretty cool. I'm going to share that with you guys. I got some nice letters. You guys continue to send great text, emails, and letters in the mail. I want to share some of that stuff with you guys too. You're going to meet Deb, the car I shared recently on social media, my Instagram and Facebook page. That shadow gray, spectre gray wheels, red interior. Holy crap, that is a beautiful car. It really is. And we're going to talk. I did a video when I was down with Jim at the museum taking delivery of his car, and then I went over to the plant and got there like almost at close, but I still walked around, filmed a few things, talking about some convertibles. I know a lot of people are asking about convertibles. Yes, they are being produced. They are just starting to be delivered, and we'll talk more about that coming up in future videos for you guys. And the VIN numbers. I also captured, and Bobby in Texas told me, and I got to look back at my own clip, I didn't even see it. He said, look at some of the stickers on there. He goes, I think they were written in foreign language, so maybe that's what those cars were, why they had no VIN numbers on them in front of the Bowling Green assembly plant. So we're going to share that stuff for you guys too. So again, just looking at this right here, yeah, I can't stop the daily uploads. There's a ton going on in Corvette, and we're just beginning. We're actually rewriting history as we speak, right in front of your very eyes. Appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you enjoy this format. This is what my Sunday thought process of the Coffee with Conti theme was all about. Again, that relaxed conversation with you guys, and I really feel like that I'm sitting here just talking with you guys. I'm not talking just to a camera. I'm sitting here talking to Corvette people. I wish we had a big crowd of people around, man. I love that stuff. I miss being there. And a lot of people, speaking of which, a lot of people have asked, hey Rick, are you going to Corvettes at Carlisle next weekend? Number one, I'm surprised they're having the show. A lot of controversy on shows, and everybody's just erring on the side of caution, and they're just, hey, we're canceling stuff. But I think it's good. Let's get on with our lives. Just you guys out there, be careful, wash your hands, wear your masks, if you're close to people, that kind of thing. It would be great to be there and mingle with you, but we're not getting the volumes that we normally get. So I'm under a great stress and pressure to get contracts done, deliveries done. So I gotta be here to make the donuts, if you will. Yeah, and I'm also thinking about too, if you guys want me to, I said I would, and I don't like my stuff to be so salesy, but I know a lot of you are, who in the heck wants to wait 2 years for a car? So speaking of rewarding yourself, as we were talking about earlier, I've got some used Corvettes that are starting to come in on trade. Got some nice selections too, and some stuff that we're buying. So I'm thinking about doing an inventory walk of the used vets. If you want me to do that, make a comment down below. I do read those as much as I can. I do, and adhere to a lot of your guys' ideas. So I'd be happy to do that. There's not much out there, so it could be a little bit more of a slower inventory walk and a little bit more detailed about each car instead of what we used to do and just kind of blast through the whole inventory. So if you want me to do that, hey, I'd be happy to do that. And another one, if you want me to do this, because I'm excited, I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm uncomfortable talking about it because I don't want to be that guy on YouTube that starts pounding on my chest, look what I'm getting. If you want me to do a video talking about my spec for the 2021 that I've got on order, why I ordered what I did and what my goals are to get that. And I do have, just in like my own car, or when I order inventory, there's a justification in every box I checked. I'd be happy to share that with you guys if you're interested. I don't want it to be one of those ego videos. It's going to be a big deal for me to get that car. And I'm even thinking about, I've already changed the order. You guys are going to flip when I tell you what I've done, if you want me to do that. If not, then you say, hey, Rick, we're not interested. That's cool. I'm good with that. I'll listen, and we'll move on, and we'll talk about you and the car and the market. But if you want to hear my spec, I'll be happy to go through it in detail, share it with you where I've got it right now, and I I don't want to change it. That's what I got it is right now is what I want to do, and that's the goal. But I'm also thinking about doing a, to make, you know me, man, I love the attention. Hey, let's be real with each other, all right? Come on. This is fun for me too, but yeah, I do love that stuff. So why the heck not think about flipping it to a museum delivery? And then we can like make it a big fanfare. And actually, I want to thank Pete in Michigan. I thought, well, you know, I really like my daughter to ride home with me. And I really want Ryan to ride home with me. So Pete said, hey, I'll tell you what. I'll come down, pick you and the kids up. We'll go down, we'll stay overnight, and then I'll drive back, and you can switch off on the way home so each of the kids can ride with you. And I thought, you know what, that's really cool. So I don't have to rent a car. Yeah, so that's the goal. So again, I'm already starting to get into it more than I probably should have. It's like, Rick, we already said we're not interested. If you want to know more about what I got, you guys already know it's Rapid Blue. Although I got to tell you, man, seeing the Shadow Gray car with the red, holy crap, that is gorgeous. I love the red cars. I've never had a bright red car. So yeah, so it's hard for you. Picking a color on this car is hard. It really is, because there's so many things that I really enjoy. And when you guys create your cars and then I see them before you see them, I'm like, oh yeah, that was nice. Like Greg's car in California, ceramic gray with a light gray interior. Nicely done. I love the gray interior on the C8s that they don't have the gray carpeting. And I don't mind the gray carpeting because it's wide open, you know, gives it an open feel. But man, it's too much when your feet are getting in and out. I mean, you got to think about user friendliness. So the black carpeting in that works. It really does. Although those of you, like Roger and Pat, we shared their video months ago when the cars first started being delivered. They've got the 3LT dipped interior with the all-natural interior. That is striking. It is beautiful. But man, that's got to be tough to take care of. But you know what though? That's part of what you enjoy having Corvette. Washing it, caring for it, and showing it off. Yeah, buddy. You guys need another cup? Not ignoring real-time stuff. Last night, Corvette C8R Racing. Oh man, is that just incredible? Yeah, I've got my C8R hat on right now from the Corvette Museum. The Corvette Museum. Man, I can't walk into the Corvette store without spending $200-300. And I've got most of what they got in there. It's like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have this, so I got that. But anyways, Corvette Racing, nice job. I knew they were going to be a huge factor in growing. People are really intimidated by this car, and they are so pumped and so confident no matter what adversity they have in a race, they're finding a way to push through. They've got their 4th victory in a row. Way to go, Corvette Racing. Thanks again, you guys, for joining us on Coffee with Conti and actually having coffee this time. Appreciate you watching and listening, and I hope you enjoy this format. I'm going a little bit longer because I told you I can turn this camera on. I can sit and talk to you guys all day long. I've got a delivery clip I want to share with you. Mark from Minnesota coming up here in just a second, but one quick personal note. Thanks for so many of you that have reached out this week via text, calls, and email regarding my back issue. I didn't fall. I didn't lift anything. Just lift my butt out of this chair all day. I don't have time to do anything at home. And it was really, really sore. I'm telling you what, it was kind of, I don't know if you can see on camera. So here's my spine. It was over here in the middle right-hand side of my back. Still sore right now. And it was so sore for a couple of days that I'm telling you what, man, I couldn't, you don't realize how much you use your back muscles. So I would go to get up and it's like, oh my God, and it felt like someone was just stabbing me in my back. So I would get myself in position so my legs were right, so I could lift myself up just with my legs to function. My one doctor that I go to for therapy, we did some work on it and it felt a little bit better, but it's still sore right now actually. So some of you guys made some concerns and brought some things to my attention that I am going to make an appointment with a different doctor to have that checked out a little bit further to make sure that there's nothing else going on there. So yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I sure to hell hope nothing else is going on. Ricky's got a lot of plans. So I'll let you know how that goes. Thanks again for the concern and the consideration because you know, this channel is all about that. Just great people loving this great car, but it's compassion for each other and it is passion for Corvette. We really do connect through this car more than I think a lot of you realize. And once you think about it, you're like, wow, yeah, I mean, that's what's neat about having this venue to communicate with you on. So thank you again, you guys. All right, so let's share with you Mark coming in from Minnesota, picking up that beautiful 12 orange ZR1, and then I'll show you what he did in his Corvette that I'll guarantee you most of you have never done. Or maybe you have. All right, guys, we're still under mandatory masks, and I'm with a guy that is no stranger to Corvette, no stranger to this vlog. Happy to see Mark again from Minnesota.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Dude, what is up with these nutty Corvette guys and our matching outfits? Look at it. I told you, I get it. Absolutely. Good to see you, man. I'm so glad you made it in here.
Great to be back.
And you said the other day when we were talking on the phone, I don't know if it's true or not, I didn't get a chance to look, but is it almost a year to the date that you were here before?
Yes.
Picking up a 19 orange ZR1?
Exactly, yep.
You're just a nutty Corvette guy. I love it. Because he's getting a 12 ZR1. Look at this, man. This is what, car number 4?
Car number 4, I got it in my stalls.
And you've got 11 Grand Sport that's Inferno orange. And of course you got the Sebring orange.
Yes.
Now I have this. We'll be looking for a picture, okay? And then some of the other neat stuff that you have to share. Oh my gosh. It is good to see you, man.
It's nice. Good to be here. I love this color. And I've wanted one of these since they came out.
Yeah, 1,700 mile car, no apologies here. And because when we were talking about it, you've got the 11, so now you're going to 12, you're gonna have a little upgrade in the seat.
Yep.
That you're not in a hurry this time to get home. Last time you were trying to beat the rain, you did get caught in the rain.
Yep.
This one you're gonna be able to enjoy just a little bit.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And you were telling me on the phone, I don't know if you still plan to do it. I hope you plan to do this so we can share the picture. When you get home, one of your goals is what you're gonna do in this car. Are you going to the drive-in movies?
Yes.
Didn't you say that? In the Corvette?
Yep. We're trying to get to the drive-in theater, and I want to get a picture. Try to get the screen in the background. And
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's
definitely,
great.
Definitely. Hopefully Saturday night.
Oh, fantastic. Well, text that to me.
I will. I
that.
definitely will.
That'll be neat to share with you guys. Just fun things that you do in your Corvette. How many of you went to the drive-in movie in your Corvette? If you did, leave a comment down below and definitely text me that picture. I'd love to share that right here on the channel. That's awesome, Mark. And I think it's okay. It's okay to talk about this now. Mark and I were talking about this, and I remember some of the old engineers working on this car, why this car is governed at 210 miles an hour. Remember the shirts that say life begins at 210? There's a reason for that. I know some of the guys were doing early testing on the Blue Devil, getting 233, 234, and it scared the crap out of them. They're like, oh my gosh, we gotta govern this car. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is...
that would have been a whole new shirt. Life begins.
Yeah.
Life ends.
Yeah, life ends. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, life ends. Really is. Look at you with the Ron Fellows shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ron Fellows hat.
Yeah, oh, Ron Fellows hat too.
Yeah,
You've been there what? You've been there 1 or 2 times?
Twice.
You've been there twice?
I was out there at the end of January with the ZR1.
Okay, you did get to take your class.
Oh yeah, was it awesome.
I mean, wow.
Take and put that car right on the edge going around those corners.
No kidding.
In the past, when I take it right on the edge, it felt like the back end wanted to slip out.
Okay.
That was my fear, so I'd always let up. They took me in the hot lap, and they brought it right to that edge and a little bit past, and you could feel the wheels. Well, that's what I was feeling. He says, don't let up, keep going, you're good. So I started doing that, and it was nice.
Wow.
It was surprising.
Increased the experience, probably increased your times.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, that car's got incredible confidence, and you saw that we had an opportunity, made a mention, you were sitting in my office, we had an opportunity to meet with the Jim MERO that did the tweaks and all the engineering on the magnetic ride control. Had an interview with him. I'll put a link to that down below in the description. What a great guy. And you see what he does in that car.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does. I don't think I ever could have enough guts to ride in a car with Jim MERO. No way.
Well, maybe if it's not your car and you don't have to worry about fixing it.
Well, the couple of times I've been at Spring Mountain when I did the hot lap, and we didn't get the hot lap when I did C8, so I regret that immensely. But next year, I'm going to get a hot lap. But I remember the one time I was extremely nervous when I did the ZR1, C6 ZR1 class. And when I did C7, I finally just, okay, just relax. These guys are professionals. They know what they're doing. And then I thought to myself, you know what? We're driving in the middle of the desert. If we go off track, what are we going to hit? A tumbleweed?
no big deal. Just relax, Rick, let it roll. If we go off, we go off. But they did, man. My heart was beating so fast, I was holding my breath. Wow, I mean, incredible talent. Because when you get done with your session, you think, yeah, I'm a race car driver. Yeah, I got this guy. And you ride with them, you're like, ah! It's like, oh my gosh. They get all kissing the ground, bowing down, and have total respect for these guys. And that is an incredible talent. We're not talking about drag racing. We're talking about finesse and handling the car and the balance.
And there's a reason why they do it before lunch.
That's exactly, you know, I didn't even think about that. He's exactly right too. Yeah, because I remember one guy, one of the sessions, he was one of those loudmouth guys, and his name was Greg or something like that. And then we couldn't stand listening to him. He was a real smart ass. And when he got out, he was thrown up, and we called him Ralph. And then he was more mad. He goes, "That's not my name." That is now. Look at that on the ground. Yeah, that's you, buddy.
Yeah.
Great experience out there. I could talk about these guys
all day long.
All day long. I mean,
and the talent. I mean, they're sitting there in the ZR1 course. Of course, they're running the Z06s.
Right.
But they're watching the mirror, driving the course, and watching talking to you
right.
while they're doing this, and they're still faster than you.
And you can't catch them.
No.
No.
It's like, what the heck? You know, I got the faster car, and I can't.
No, that's great.
So it's great.
Well, hey, thanks for the continued business.
Oh, no problem.
Wonderful to see, and I'm looking forward to the drive-in movie theater picture with the Corvette. So it'll be this picture right here with the drive-in screen up there, and you can go ahead and stick your hand out the window with a little popcorn in the hand. That'll be good too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. Oh yeah, fantastic. Hey, I just realized there's a possibility that this vlog you're watching right now is going to be on the big screen. Your big screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he has a movie night with his family, and it's pretty neat. Your grandson, what's his name?
Nathan. He's 13 years old. He comes down on Thursdays and stays through the weekend. We take him out to the lake and deliver him back to his parents.
Okay.
So we're watching movies like Fast and Furious and John Wick and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he was asking about cars, so I told him, "Hey, you want to see something really cool?" He said, "Sure." So I pulled up the YouTube, I pulled up your site, and I showed him my delivery of
from
the
last
car.
year.
From last year. So we're talking about this car, and his mom's around. His mom says, "Nate, you know Rick Conti?" I said, "Well, yeah, ever since Gramps showed me the delivery video, I've been watching Rick all the time."
Oh, fantastic. Hey, keep munching on that popcorn, Nate. You're on the big screen, and you're on the vlog with us right now, buddy. Thank you so much. I love it.
There you go.
That's great. Movie night with Rick and Mark. I love it.
That's our intermission.
Yeah, we're intermission right now. Okay. We're supposed to dance or something? Or?
No, we're good.
Okay,
We don't need to be the hot
Thank
dog
God he said
jumping
no.
in the bun.
That's awesome. That is awesome. On a big screen, baby.
It's intermission time, folks. So hurry, hurry, hurry.
All right, so you guys have been seeing the day that we've been sharing with Mark from Minnesota. Let me tell you how the day started. When he walked in the door, he says, "Hey, you got my C8 ready?" Yes, I do, right there. That's for you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, put that on the desk, and that'll be the next one we get to do, bro. Right, so your wife's not here.
No.
Hi, Tammy, how are you? I just want to give you props and thumbs up and a little fist pump at how cool you are. And all ladies out there need to be like Tammy. Because when you originally started looking at this orange ZR1, somebody else you were conversing with was considering buying it.
My brother-in-law.
And then next thing you know, your wife looked at you and said, "You think about that car?" She just said, "Why don't you just get it?"
Yeah, she says, "Yeah, you work hard enough, you can afford it.
Right.
Why not buy it?"
You started salivating over it. Yeah, 1,700-mile car. You love
couldn't believe it.
orange.
It's like brand new car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless her. Way to go, Tammy. All right. I don't think Mark's going to stall. He's a very good stick driver. Hey, thanks again, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Always good to see you. Always nice to hear from you.
Yeah.
You're awesome, man.
Great dealer. Come back even
Thanks.
for my non-specialty car.
Yeah, absolutely. Second one from Minnesota. All right. How you feeling on that clutch? Hey, you're no stranger. You're good on this. I'm doing all I can to psychologically screw you up so you stall. It's not gonna happen.
Well, if you hit it too hard, it might actually chirp the wheels.
Oh, it just might, man. That's right. All right, we're going to give Mark a little send-off pack. Going back to Minnesota. Send off pack. Yeah. Well, look at that. I didn't hit you too hard. It's the same every time. It's a little love tap.
Take care, my friend.
You got it, bro. Thanks, man. Be careful. He's funny. That is one good-looking car, man. Now, isn't Mark a fun guy? And that's what I enjoy sharing on this channel is you folks and your Corvette passion and your experiences when you're buying the car. Thanks for allowing me to do so. So now, what did Mark do in his Corvette that most of you probably have never done? Check this out. That's right. Take your Corvette to the drive-in movie theater. That's some old school right there, man. I love it. And Mark and I talked about this, and ironically, he was supposed to do this last weekend. And he was supposed to go see Twister, but there was a tornado warning that night, so he certainly didn't want to see a real Twister watching Twister with his Corvette at the drive-in theater. So that's why we waited to share that clip for you today. And then I teased him and I texted him back and said, hey, great pictures. I said, where's the popcorn? And then the next picture, there's a bag of popcorn on top of the car. That's hilarious. What a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Although when I look at this picture, you see some pickup trucks there. And guys, you're parked the wrong way. You need to turn those trucks around and put your sleeping bag and pillows in the back there, and then you can enjoy the show. Hey, Mark, thanks again for sending these pictures. All right, guys, that's our show today. That's our Coffee with Conti. Actually had coffee with you today. Hope you enjoyed the format. Sorry, the conversation probably went on a little longer than I intended to, but I do enjoy just having the opportunity to communicate with you. So thanks so much for that. And coming up tomorrow, it'll be one of these things that we talked about. And well, you know what? I could sit here and talk to you guys all day long. Get out of here. Enjoy your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again.